Hi everyone, welcome to Java Techie. In previous tutorial, we understand how to set up Minikube in Windows, and also we ran our first Spring Boot application in Kubernetes cluster, right? So in this tutorial, I'll walk you through steps to install Minikube in Mac operating system. Also compared to Windows, it's very simple and straightforward to set up Kubernetes environment in Mac. Okay, so let's get started. So before we install Minikube, first we should know what is this Minikube, right? So Minikube is a tool that lets you run Kubernetes on your local. Minikube runs a single node Kubernetes cluster on your personal computer or machine so that you can try out Kubernetes for your daily development work. Okay. Basically this Minikube will provide you a single cluster where you can deploy your application. Now let's begin with the installation step. If you'll search install Minikube on your browser, you will find this link. Go to the second link, install Minikube Kubernetes. Let me open this link. Here you will find all the steps to install Minikube for all the operating system. You can see for Linux, Mac OS and Windows. So just click on Mac OS. First step, you need to check whether virtualization is supported on your Mac or not. So for that, just copy this command. Okay. Then you just need to open a terminal. So just type command and space. It will show you the spotlight. So you just need to type here terminal. Fine. Then just paste the command and enter it. You could see here BMX, which is highlighted, right? It means if you can see this BMX, virtualization is already enabled on your Mac OS. Now the next step you can see here installing Minikube. So just click on this Mac OS tab, and here you can see before you install Minikube, first you need to install this kubectl. As you know, kubectl is a command line tool or command line interface through which we can connect to the Kubernetes cluster from our local machine. Okay, so first we need to install this kubectl. So you can directly install through this link. Just open the link. It will guide you the steps to install kubectl. So you can see install kubectl on Mac OS. You can directly download the binary distribution using this call command, or if you are using Homebrew, then you can directly install using brew install kubectl. Okay, so I hope everyone aware about what Homebrew does. If not, just let me recap once. Homebrew is a free and open source software package manager in Mac that simplifies the installation of software on Mac OS as well as the Linux. So if you don't know how to install Homebrew, just type Homebrew and go to the first link. This is what the official page of Homebrew. Just click on it, and this is what the missing package manager in Mac OS. Any software or tool you can directly download through this Homebrew, and you just need to fire the command brew install, then that particular software name. If this Homebrew is not installed on your machine, just copy this link, go to your terminal, and you can directly paste it and run it. Next, this Homebrew will be installed on your machine and you can download any software. Okay, so I'll just use the Homebrew to install this kubectl. Let me copy this command, then go to the command prompt, just paste it. It will download kubectl on my Mac. Running brew update pre-install. So it's already downloading. You can see here. It will take few seconds. Yeah, you can see here. It already installed kubectl on my machine. You can verify the version of your kubectl. You just need to type kubectl version. Okay, just enter it. You can see this is what the kubectl client version we are using. Okay, now if you will move to the next step, we just need to install a hypervisor. If you do not already have a hypervisor installed on your machine, install one of these now. You can install HyperKit, you can install VirtualBox, or if you want you can install VMware Fusion. Okay, you have another option, you can go with Docker as well. Okay, for this particular example I will use the HyperKit, and I can directly install this HyperKit through brew command. Okay, let me go to the terminal, and I will just type brew install HyperKit. Okay, just enter it. You can see here running Brew update pre-install and it's downloading. It will take few seconds to install. Yeah, you can see here it already installed HyperKit. Now to verify this kubectl and HyperKit both are installed on your Mac, you can simply type brew list. It will show you all the software installed on your Mac. You can see here HyperKit and Kubernetes CLI, which is nothing the kubectl. Fine. Now the next step, we need to install the Minikube. We have the kubectl, which is command line tool. We have the HyperKit, which will help you for a virtualization. Now the next step, we need to install the Minikube. So I can directly use the brew command. Brew install Minikube. Okay, just enter it. It started the download. You can see here. Yeah, it also installed the Minikube on my machine. Now to verify the Minikube version, what you can do, let me clear all. You can search Minikube version. This is what the particular Minikube version we are using. Fine. Now the next step, we need to start the Minikube. Now if you will scroll down, there is a command to start Minikube. Minikube start, then you can specify the driver name. So as part of driver, you can specify either HyperKit, VirtualBox or VMware Fusion. If you will not specify anything, then whatever the default installed on your machine, this Minikube will take that particular driver and it will start the Minikube. So let me start this Minikube without specifying any driver. So I will copy this link. Then let me go to the terminal. Let me zoom this. Yeah, I'll just copy this command and paste it. Minikube start. Then just click on enter. If you observe, automatically it selected the HyperKit as a driver. Okay, since I have only this HyperKit installed on my machine, so it directly take this. If you have any option VMbox or VMware Fusion, then it may ask you to choose the driver which you want, and it will take few minutes to start the Minikube. So let's wait it to complete. Starting control panel node Minikube in cluster Minikube, creating HyperKit VM. This is where the memory allocation. Preparing Kubernetes, then generating certificate and keys. It will do some inbuilt steps to start the Minikube. Putting up control panel. You can see here, and it started the Minikube. So to verify it started the Minikube, what I will do, I'll just type a command Minikube status. You can see here host running, kubelet running, API server running, and kube, what is this, kube config is configured. Fine. Now what we can do, as you know, Minikube will provide us a single node cluster. To verify when we start the Minikube, it provided us a cluster. I will just type kubectl cluster -info. This is my cluster info. Okay. And to verify it provided a single node, I can just type kubectl get nodes. You can see here it provided a single node. Fine. So we successfully installed Kubernetes in our Mac OS system. Also we verified after starting the Minikube, it is giving us a single cluster and a single node. Fine. Now in my next tutorial, I will show you how we can deploy our first Spring Boot application to this Kubernetes cluster using YML configuration. So as we know already, this Minikube is started on our machine. If you want to continue, you can use directly this Minikube. Otherwise, you can directly stop the cluster which is running through this Minikube. So to stop that, what you can do, you just need to type the command Minikube stop. It will stop the node which is running. So let me enter this stopping node Minikube. You can see here, right? It will take few seconds to stop the node. Yeah, you can see here one node stopped. Now also if you want to delete the cluster from your Mac OS, you can simply type minikube delete. You can see here it deleted your cluster. Okay, so better to clean up always. Once you do the development with this minikube on your local machine, it's good to clean up the resources. You just need to stop the minikube and delete the minikube. So whatever the steps I mentioned to set up the minikube on our Mac OS, already I prepared a Medium blog. You can just search Medium Java Techie. You can find the latest blog which I published about installing minikube on Mac OS. I'll share this link in video description so that you guys can refer the steps. Yeah, that's all about this particular video, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Meet you soon with a new concept.